What's up, guys? We're getting the crew together and we're headed down to Stock Island in the Florida Keys. We're going out on the Yankee Cap on a long-range 3-day trip. Stick around, it's gonna be a great video. Well, guys, it's go time, Yankee Cap time, and we always rendezvous at Chris Doyle's house first thing in the morning, and for some reason this guy's never ever ready. Usually he's half dressed, got underwear hanging off his head or something.
I'm getting dressed.
Yeah, there, look, see? You see what I mean? If you're new to our channel, we're an offshore fishing channel in South Florida on the Atlantic coast. Specifically, we love slow pitch jigging and we love artificials. And every year, if not a few times a year, we like to head down to the Yankee Cap and Stock Island and see if we can't put some fish on the deck. We love catching groupers and snappers and longtail bass, queen snapper, you name it, bottom dwellers, you know, really is what we love catching. And this year, the driving arrangements were a little bit different than usual. Chris and I were riding down in my truck, and then Eddie, our shop manager, if you've called the shop or you've been to the shop, you've probably dealt with Eddie. He's definitely a pro when it comes to slow pitch jigging and being out on the water. So it was Eddie's turn to be tortured all the way down to the Keys by Will.
I asked Eddie, what's your favorite key lime pie? And Eddie says,
I've never had key lime pie.
I never had key lime pie. And I'm like, what? Key lime pie is like the most amazing thing. And here's the thing about key lime pie. For anybody who knows about key lime pie and knows the Keys, it's a real thing. It's freaking delicious. Every single place does key lime pie a little different. You get key lime pie where they give you a big giant bag of real whipped cream that they whip themselves. You've got frozen little round key lime pies. You get key lime pie that has that's totally green. You get key lime pie that's kind of yellowish. You get key lime pie that's like key lime cheesecake. You get key lime pie that's like lemon meringue or lime meringue. There's no such thing really as a bad key lime pie, because key lime pie is like grouper. All right, you've got average grouper, and then you've got mermaid grouper, which would be like scamp. And so it's all delicious, but some is, you know, like that mermaid, the best in the world. And we're gonna find out. Thank you.
Arriving at the boat's always a good time. We'll stop over at the Hogfish Grill, grab some food, and then, you know, load your gear onto the boat and get ready to go. And check it out, guys. This is the bunk room on the Yankee Cap. So basically you'll come, you know, down the stairs right here, and the galley is just up there. And in here, just as soon as you get down, is the engine room. And then you get into the crew bunks here, and then as well as over here. And then these are pretty big bunks here. We got 34T, 35B, and then you'll see where that's the ACs blowing nice cold air down here. It gets very comfortable down here. And then you go into the second room, and right here, anybody who's been on the Yankee before, right here is where you hit your head. And I can tell you that I've probably hit my head there over 20 times. I'm not a fast learner by any means, and I seem to just keep crushing my head into that thing year after year. So watch out for that thing. But in any case, this is where I will be staying on this trip, 14T right there. Christopher Doyle is right across from me over here in 22T, and this is a good spot where you got this AC blowing on you. This is a good bunk. And then on some of the bigger trips, there's actually another room going past here, but because ours is a limited load trip, we won't be using that room there. We'll all be back here in the bunk. So as the lights go out down here, basically the only thing that you're gonna have is these red lights here. And this is a quiet area, so when you come down you want to be quiet, because generally the mates are on 16 hours and off 8 hours. So there's always somebody down here sleeping, no matter what time of day or what time of night it is. There's always somebody down here sleeping. So that's the bunk room, guys. I really look forward to this trip and going out to the fishery we're going, because Pulley Ridge is a place where you can catch, you know, that fish of a lifetime, and that option is always on the table to really get your personal best snapper, get your personal best grouper out there, and you know, just having your tackle and gear exactly where you need it to be right will give you that chance and increase your chances of being able to catch that larger fish. And I was able to spend some time up in the wheelhouse with Captain Greg, and you know, really just talk about, you know, a little bit of his career, you know, as a captain and some of the history of the boat. And it was a really unique experience for me to go up there into the wheelhouse with the, you know, really a captain that I've admired for many, many years. I've been fishing that boat since I was a young man. Not saying I'm an old man, but I'm definitely no spring chicken anymore. And to be able to go up there and just kind of get some of the wisdom that he was sharing with me, and his experience out there on the water, and the things that he was telling me, and you know, some of the takeaways that I got from him being up in the wheelhouse was, you know, local knowledge is so important for being a captain out of the Keys, and knowing the people in the Keys and getting those reports from, you know, where the fish are biting, you know, what's going on with the current. And the next one was, you know, his electronics, and seeing the new system, the new Furuno system that he has up in the wheelhouse. So he still has his original electronics that he's had for however long, but also he has the new Furuno system. And what he was showing me up there is how this system is mapping the sea floor as we ride along, and it's incredible. The personal things that I took away from being up there with Captain Greg Mercurio was he loves his family, he loves his dog, he still enjoys it when guys get on his boat and stack the boxes full of fish, and he loves it when, you know, he gets some good anglers on the boat that are listening, taking direction, and really putting in the work to catch fish. And that's pretty cool. You know, that's what you want from, you know, a captain whenever you're out there, is someone who really wants his patrons of the boat to catch fish.
I had the camera and I had just shut it off. I would have got the strike on film.
Yeah. You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw, dude. I had the camera, set it up. I was pointing it out right at you, and I shut it off. Right as soon.
Well, I gotta thank Johnny for putting this snowy grouper I caught first in the sequence of fish catches on our Yankee Cap trip this past July. If you look closely, I'm actually using a new model of a Pro Jigger. We're doing some testing on. Adam sourced these all carbon, solid carbon blanks, and we're kind of excited because this will be more of a price point rod, being a solid carbon blank, and very, very strong, virtually indestructible, virtually. but really a workhorse of a rod. And I happened to link up into that nice snowy grouper using this rod.
Nice.
30 pounds.
Is that AFCO Cycle Pro?
No, it's Daiwa.
Daiwa? Okay, nice.
Focus. No idea what this is. It's not a queen, I know that.
Could be one of them barrel fish.
That would be amazing. And I had my jig down there a while too.
Yeah.
Just for straight up and down, just re-dropping. Here we go, baby. Here we go. Time for the show.
Bubbles?
Color.
I knew I was hooked up to a quality fish, and I had my Osha Jigger 2000 with a 30-pound Berkeley X9. I was able to drop that 700 plus feet no problem because we had very, very little current. But I was really, really excited, to see that snowy grouper float to the surface. Snowy groupers are delicious. They're right up there with the best of the best, the scamp and the yellow edge.
I'm on the Goliath. This is our new rod that everybody's been asking about, and it's very long. It's almost 9 feet, and on the deep drop it's excellent because I can get the scope out of the line and be able to actually get movement on the jig. Once you drop that jig down to 700, 800, 900, even 1,000 feet, and you hit bottom and you're jigging, the last thing you want to do, reel it up without a fish on the other end. So I asked, Chris brought me a bottle of water, and I'm there and I'm trying to drink this water and keep my jig moving at the same time, and then boom, I get a hit, and you'll see I'm chucking the bottle down to the ground so I could set up onto this fish as fast as possible. And it was a pretty exciting moment, whenever you're not expecting it, especially to get a decent hook set. I'm lucky that I didn't lose the fish because of how long it took me from strike to set. This is where this cushion at the Yankee cap really pays off. You can get your forearm across it. It's not killing you so bad. Oh, no. I might have to come down this way, guys. Coming down, guys. Come down. One thing you'll see is when I move down the rail, sometimes your fish will go down further from where you're at, and following your fish down the rail and staying straight in front of it will help you to get out of tangles. Because if you put your tip next to the tip of a person next to you's rod, you could see right where your lines are going and which way you need to go, whether under, over, or whatever the case may be. Going tip to tip with another rod will really highlight what needs to happen in order for you to not get tangled up. And staying in front of your fish and getting next to the anglers as you're passing them will really be the telltale sign of what needs to happen. Yeah, baby! Woo!
Nice job.
Oh, how I love this fish right here. This is a beautiful queen snapper. It's awesome whenever you've got just awesome mates that can get you through the tangles and then get a fish on board the boat. But guys, check this guy out. Hey, nobody told you to do all that. Look at him.
G.
Afro Cyclochrome. Johnny J Cooks. Equals.
Ooh, look at that. Mutton snapper.
There's just way too much good information and stuff to share about our trip on the Yankee Cap, so I decided to make this in a series. There's probably going to be 2, possibly 3 videos for our Yankee Cap trip. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you get a notification when the next video comes out. And most importantly, thanks for watching and jig on.